Okay, recording. Okay, so we've got some brand new things today, which is very exciting. I managed to make it this morning, so I was with my nieces, and so it meant that because they have to go to school, I could go to the hang on, let's just get this a little better. It meant I could go to Eva's class at 8:30, so she teaches a class that primarily focuses on balance. Okay. And we've got some fabulous exercises to do, but they're a little tricky. So we won't do all the exercises she did, because even though it's only half an hour, it's quite an advanced class. But we'll do some of the things that she does for the balance. We'll make sure we do a nice warm up. It's quite chilly this morning. Well, actually, it wasn't chilly. It was the normal temperature for November, but because it's been so unusually warm, our bodies aren't really set up for too much coldness. So what I'd like to do is make sure all of our joints are comfortable and warmed up. And we're just breathing. Now notice the contact with the feet. So she was very particular about really noticing the foot contact. So what we're going to do first is we're going to just let ourselves just really settle and get comfortable in the feet. So I've been hanging around with Missy the cat. She's very, when she's not, she's got these very strange habits. So in the morning and late at night, she likes to go for a very, very fast run everywhere, like the zoomies. And she'll do that, forward and back in the room, and then she'll run, pelt up the staircase, run along the corridor, run back, and I can hear it all the way. And then she'll come down. Oh, okay. No, she just does it every morning and every evening as well. And then and it's just the thing. But when she's not doing that, she likes to sit in the yeah, let's while I'm chatting, let's do this, otherwise we won't do anything and we'll freeze. She likes to sit on tiles in the bathroom because they're under heated. Oh, it's good. And she just lies there. Oh, she'll lie on her back, or she'll go in a little, like a ball. But one thing I've noticed is when she lies in them, she really relaxes and settles. So you want to settle into the feet as if you're a cat, and it's just found a really nice hot tile, warm tile to lie in for the entire day. And I was cleaning my teeth, and she looked up at me. I went, "It's a bathroom. I've got to clean my teeth." And but she was just there luxuriating. So you want to luxuriate in your feet. There we are. It was long-winded, but it was worth it, wasn't it? You know, really good. So we're nice and tall. We're missing a few Dianes, and we haven't seen the Dianes. We've not seen the Dianes for a while, but hopefully they'll be back at some point. And Peter, yeah. Peter, he should be here because of the choir, but maybe he's not. And then Nikki and Daniel. Yeah, never mind. It's okay. So we're small. So remember, small but perfectly full. So with the so remember on the 30th of the month, there won't be a class. I mean, what I might do is actually see if I can have a Zoom element in my Burwell class. I'll try and set up a Zoom with my telephone or something and have it at 11, so then even the Zoom people can come at 11 and do something. But it's a health class, the 11 o'clock till 12. We're working on the 18 set, but it's quite it's set up for beginners, but you'd be fine. And the other problem with the 11 o'clock class is the previous class are having their tea break at 11, and they like to. So what I'll do is I will pull the doors shut so the sound is blocked out. So because they can get a bit animated. So we're luxuriating. We've got I think just normal tea. I mean, it's just tea and milk and sugar. But that's all you need. The coffee, instant coffee. Well, I think it might be the biscuits, actually.
Yeah,
Sugar high. Well, you know.
not your homemade ones like the way you used to do.
Oh, I miss those biscuits. Jan? Is it Jan?
Used to put
Homemade biscuits. Oh,
And
my
homemade
goodness. Oh, the
Those
biscuits.
buns.
I really miss those biscuits. Anyway, keep breathing and then raise the arms. There we go. And we're just feeling them. So palms up. And so we'll whiz through the loosening. Now, when you're turning, you want to make sure your knee is still in line with the toes. So when you're turning, there we go, that's better. Fantastic. Okay, posture check. So I went a little bit wider. And then you just want to. So I've put on my extra bright shoes.
Yeah.
And these were in the sale. I wonder why. But they're great for teaching Tai Chi. They're hideous. I only wear them in Tai Chi because even on Zoom, people can see my feet. They're great. You can really see them. Yeah, I'm getting the thumbs up. Fantastic. So that's Rosemary and Steve. So that's good. So we're floating the head. We're going to float the head. The chin is tucked in. Relax the shoulders. And breathing. Very good. So yeah, we're having a day trip to Burwell on the 30th. So if you want the tea break, get there at 11:45, and you can have tea and biscuits, and they'll go, "Here are you? It's all right, one for each," and then they'll be fine, and you know, and then just bounce, doing the bounce. So you want to let go in the lower back. So I've texted Emma to thank her for these balance exercises. They're brilliant, but you might. Oh, it's a good job we got the chairs out, isn't it? Because we're one, the choir's going to be needing them later if they turn up. I don't know. And two, hello. Just pop it under the great. Nice and space. You've not missed much. Okay. Welcome. So we've got some brand new exercises, and we're also going to be going through that 18 set because that's the one that we liked that one. It's very, very. I love that. It's very John Travolta, isn't it? That bit? I can't wait. But we've got something, and we're bouncing, bounce. And ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake. Oh. We'll just get the loosening, and then we'll have a look at the. I'm going to spend about maybe 15-20 minutes on the balance exercises. They're really good. So this is mini shake. 4, 3, 2, 1, bounce, and then we do this. And when you're doing this, see if you can think of the left hand going that way, the right hand going that way. So there's this lovely, and it's like a pendulum swing. Yeah, but the pendulum, well, one of the arms, see, that's one pendulum, and the other one's going that way, like you know when they click together and then go apart again. Yeah, the Newton's cradle.
Yeah.
Newton's cradle. And they make this swing shape, don't they? So yeah. I love things like that. I like anything that moves and interesting. So I really like that horrible. I think it's quite ugly, but the one in the dragonfly thing, the art thing with the clock.
Locust.
The locust, you know, and it clicks, and it's kind of gold coloured, and it makes a Is it a mathematical clock
on the edge of
the corner?
Used to be in West, didn't it?
And then they've got the college, the big college over on
Downing. Is it Downing?
No.
I should know. I mean, I live in Cambridge. King's, yeah,
Oh,
King's.
is it part of King's, that bit along that side?
Well, on the other side, it's
Yeah, on the
probably
other
owned.
side. I didn't realise.
Still probably owned by the university because they own most of Cambridge, don't they?
But it's like a kind of, the idea, it's like a soft kind of mechanism is what we're doing. Okay, so we're breathing. If that helps, that might not help. Okay, then turn the palms up and we feel this lovely open feeling in the chest. My arms are in front of the centre line of the body. I'm opening the palms of my hands. Oh, like you. Yeah, I mean, this is much like for those of you that aren't in Cambridgeshire, the sun's come out, birds are singing. It's still cold, but it's much better. Yesterday it was foggy all day. It didn't really stop. It cleared a little bit, then it came back again. It was very strange. Let go in the lower back. Breathing, and then we change. There we go, and then there we are. So we're just doing it. We're just whizzing through these. So the next exercise, I've got another very useful visual image for the next exercise. Very good. Very good. So the visual image is, imagine you're 8, it's really foggy, and you really don't want to go to school today. You know, and then you, So I heard about this amazing, very articulately put from the 8-year-old as to why should I have to go to school today? It's horrible out there. I want to stay at home. Other people don't go to school, so I don't see why I should. And I was just, this is brilliant. I was so glad I wasn't in the position to have to argue the opposite case, which my friend Annetta did. They managed to convince her that no, we really do need to go to school. Oh, imagine.
Mummy will go to jail.
That's
right. That's right. When you can't come to school, you've got no option house owners. Have to wear your parents and put them in prison. Because they have to take on your faults.
Yes.
Told a young lad on the phone this morning to get a life.
Oh dear, really? What?
It was.
Oh, was he trying to sell you something?
No, he was checking out electricity with the barns.
3, 2, and 1. Okay, posture check. Here we go. We're just so first 2/3 of the foot, going to the front 2/3 of the foot. Then you sink your hips back and down, and that brings the head up. So just float the head up, tuck the chin in. Breathe. Actually, before we do the third of the loosening exercises, let's just look at the feet. So draw the toes in, then stretch the toes out and lift them up and separate them. And then draw the toes in, and then, so if I show with the hands, the toes stretch out and up, go up and separate. So it's a bit like the cat, when it sees a nice bit of soft furnishings, and goes, ooh, that looks great for my claws, and then it'll get the claws out and then start scratching them. Got a scratching post. Where's the fun in the scratching post when you've got a really expensive sofa? Draw the nice little crackle and stretch the claws out. That's it. So what you want to do is pretend this is a foot. Is you want to separate your toes and raise them up as you separate. This is fresh from this morning, so this is brand new to me. It's really quite interesting. Harder to do in shoes. So when Emma did it, she was in bare feet, but you know, she's got a nice carpeted room and it's all nice and warm where she is in Reading. So, but you can practice that. It's really good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go forwards and back. Let's go forwards and back just to get in touch with the feet. Now notice the contact with the feet as you do it. So this foot contact, I've been asked a lot about things what are good for balance. You know, I've got poor balance. How can I improve my balance? Brilliant. This is brilliant. Tai Chi, great for improving balance. But by focusing more on the sensation of contact with the feet, it means you're engaging your nerve receptors in the foot, your sensory receptors in the foot, which then works your brain and makes a balance map in your brain. So there we go. And then we transfer the weight. So we'll come back to this one in a bit, but just to kind of gently weight the feet up. Gently weight the feet up. And then this time what we're going to do is actually going to move your hips and your behind. So we're going round and round in the circle. So you can do it. This is what we did this morning. It's like if you look at my hips go to the side, to the front, to the side, and to the back, but not as big as when we're doing the back exercise with our hands on the hips. We're just very gentle, but notice what's happening with the foot contact. So you want to soften the knees, you want to sink the hips, relax the shoulders, and you're really feeling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've still got 8 people here. Okay, and then go in the other direction. I mean, we spent a lot longer on this, but I also want to do the 18 sets, so you'll have to practice them at home. You know, it's a good one. This would be a great one when you're waiting for the plumber to arrive, you know, or the kettle to boil.
Oh, I heard a thing on the radio about saving electricity.
Yeah.
The science teacher that reckoned that the time you can hear the kettle boil before it gets up enough pressure to switch itself off. And so she reckons that if you switch it off when you hear it boil before it switches itself off,
You're
it's
saying,
saving electricity.
I think that's pretty. Yeah, well,
Good advice.
good idea.
Yeah.
Depends how what the tea, but that's good. Okay,
No, it's
now,
not boil.
yeah. Okay, now what we do is we go forwards, raise the heels, and then very slowly, just slow descent. So you come like that, you go up, and then a slow descent, Sing. Rock. It's hard, yeah. And then one more. We just do one more. This is a good one to practice at home. Really slow descent. Yeah, very good for balance. Okay, let's go. Now our feet feel we've got better contact with the feet. Let's do this one. So you wanna just swing, just allow the arms to swing. Oh, nice. Deep breathing some more. Very good. Four, 3, 2, and 1, and then so I said we'd whiz through these, so we're just whizzing through them. Okay, a little shake out. Let's just make sure our shoulders, elbows, and wrists are happy. So we'll just again not spend too long on them. Just do 8 shoulder rotations. 1, 2. Remember to turn the waist a bit. 3, 4, 5, and then I also got shown a slightly different silk reeling today. 7, 8. So I want to share that as well. And the other way, 1, because it's a nice one with it opens the shoulder. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Brief posture check. Other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nice. 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other direction. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. Bird folds its wings. Then Monkey King takes a seat, and then Penguin waves its wings. Okay, bird folds its wings. 1, 2, show from the diagonal view. 3. So you can go slightly forward if you want to exaggerate it. I've done a more exaggerated version where you get to do the spine a bit. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. Okay, and then rotate the palm outwards. Sink the hips, turn. We'll do the pen. We'll do the pen now. 1, and then we'll do the Monkey King. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Relax both arms, let the shoulders relax, sink the hips back and down, and then we go 1, 2, 3, lovely. 4, good job everyone. That's much better. You're getting the extension and the lengthening. 5, 6. If you're on Zoom, watch out for lampshades. 7. Yeah, we don't have that problem here. 8, because it's really high up. I'd be impressed if we got those. Okay, Monkey King takes a seat. Now, with this, you want your knees in line with the toes, especially when you come up. So when you sink back, the knees stay in line with the toes. It can be quite tempting to, as you sit down, I was noticing people doing this kind of stuff. That's not good. You want your knees in line with the toes, and you're folding in the hips, you're lengthening through the spine, the chin's tucked in, and then you can do it that's good enough. If you want a bit of, you can actually, if you want, you can go all the way down and then come all the way up. But that's what Eva does, but we might want to be a bit more refined. Okay, 6, here we go. 1, got 2, nice. 3, Monkey King takes a seat. 4, 2 more, 5, nice, and 6. Oh, fantastic, nice and relaxed. Yeah, polishing the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We've not done this one for a while. Phoenix turns its head. So you start like this, you turn the left foot in, turn the right foot out, make a nice round shape in the arms. Point the right foot, point the right hand, point the left hand, look down at the left foot. Then you come back round shape, back in the middle. It's like you're holding a book. Turn out, turn in, round shape in the arms, point the left hand, point the right hand behind, look at the back foot. And you lean slightly forward. So you lean slightly forward, then you come back. So this is called Phoenix, turns its head. So you have a beautiful Phoenix. Come back to the middle, turn in, turn out, round shape, then you, and back to the middle. That's a nice one for the neck. Okay, let's have a little shake out. That'll do for the warm up. Let's have a look at some of these walking exercises. So you just transfer the weight. Transfer the weight. Transfer the weight. Transfer the weight, and then we're going into cat stance. So cat stance. So you want for cat stance, the foot comes in very close. It comes in very close. So a way of checking cat stance actually is have one foot pointing to the corner and one foot very close pointing to the front. Front wall, corner wall. Now put your weight in the sticky outy foot. Now raise and that's like, turn it in a bit, and then that's your cat stance. And then you do it like that, like that, like that. That's how to get to cat stance. So the foot's in very close, and you want to make sure that it's a shallow, it's not 45, it's probably between 30 and 45 angle with the standing on the foot. Yeah. So there we are. And then that's what we're going to do. So we're going to cat stance. So as you step out, the foot will be out slightly to set up for your cat stance. Okay, so now just have a big toe down. And this is a bit tricky. So what I'm gonna do is you can keep it on with the toe, on the toe, or you can just have the toe slightly off the ground. So we're gonna try 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you heel, toe. Transfer the weight, cat stance. Get your cat stance set up. Sink the hips. Hips are equal, shoulders are down, head's tucked in. And then you're on the big toe, then slowly move so that the big toe is floating, just about to touch the ground, and then you count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done, everybody. So, now this is where the hips are level.
They should be square.
They should be square.
A hip over this.
No, you want the hip down, both hips down, and they're level. They're level, and the shoulders are level. Yes, it's because of it's quite. Some people are like that. You want to get from there, done to there, so it goes down. That's when then the foot and the knee and the hip and the shoulder line up. So it's a bit like if you're punching someone, not that I punch anybody, but if we're practicing, because we do punching sometimes, when you do your jab and you cross, it lines up. It lines up. Dum 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 dum. You don't have any bits poking out or like that. That won't work. So it's like a straight line. Bang. Bang. It's the same if you're holding up a fiddle. This is straight. This is like a straight line, rather than you see a lot of Irish or Scottish or whatever traditional folky fiddlers from whatever country, and then they'll be having the fiddle like that, and better. And it doesn't matter where the bow is. You can be on the end of the bow, the frog of the bow. You can be halfway through. It's more folky-fied, but you want a straight thing. So it's the same thing. This needs to be straight too. This needs to be straight too. So then what we do is we're going to try it for 20 seconds. For a count of 20. Now, don't worry if you get the wibbly wobblies, just put your toe down. Because what's happening is, by doing these exercises, because I asked Emma, you're improving your stabilizers. Your stabilizer muscles, which are the things that keep your joints in place. And the stabilizer working the stabilizers helps improve your bone density, because these are getting stronger and they're pulling on the bones, and that's good for your osteoblasts. And it'll improve your balance, because it might be a bit wibbly wobbly, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this.
You're standing.
Yes.
Forward.
Yes, straight forward. Straight
Not the
forward.
one with the toes, but the other.
No, the other foot is out. The other foot is slightly out. So remember, we were doing 30-degree angle, straight on for the cat stance. Yeah, you can do it parallel, but that's very difficult. But some people find that too wobbly. So you want it not like that, halfway. So about 30 degrees angle. So yeah. Okay, so let's try that. So just check that your hips are level, that the chin's tucked in, that you're sinking the hips. We're going to do 20. Okay, then lift off, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Heel toe. So we do that on the big toe first. So quite close in, that's it. Hips level, shoulders level, chin tucked in, lengthen through the spine, sink the hips. So springy feeling in the leg. And then lift off, just slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, almost. So then what she does is that we actually, this morning, we did it for 30 seconds, twice each bit. So we did 30 seconds, and then we did 30 seconds. So we won't do too much more of this because I got a lot to fit in. Okay, and then what you do, a progression of that, and it works different things, is to go into cat stance and then have the foot pointing down with the knee at a right angle. And then you hold that for 30 seconds, which actually I find easier than that one. I find this one easier than that one. So, and then you do it the other side. So let's do that one for 10 each side. And you'll notice, you point the foot down to show you from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we go the other side. Cat stance first, so I'll just show that from the diagram for people on Zoom. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you hold it. Eventually, you work towards being able to hold it for 30 seconds, and then 1 minute, and then the same again with your eyes closed. That's the progression. If you're doing this, we won't do that today, because then what happens when you do it with your eyes closed, you end up doing real wibbly wobbly like you're in a hurricane or something, and it gets a bit embarrassing. So we won't do that today. We will forego that pleasure. Okay, the next one. So knowing where your cat stance is very useful. So now when we do the walking, heel, toe, transfer, foot in, heel, toe. Now my weight is back, so that's empty leg. Now you transfer the weight, you come in. 3, we'll walk 6 times forward, 6 times back. 4, 5, and 6. Brilliant. Now we go backwards. So you come into cat stance, now you go out, toe, heel. Then you transfer the weight. Come into cat stance. So remember cat stance, 30-degree angle, straight forward with the front foot. Toes, heel. My feet are very easy to see in these horrible shoes, aren't they? Bring them in. Cat stance, 30-degree angle, knee and toe directly forward. Those are the directions. Step, toe, heel. Transfer the weight. 4, 5, step. So you want to be slow when you're stepping. Have a little shake out. You want to be slow. If I show this from the side, when you're stepping, you've got your eyes, so you find a spot that you can focus your gaze through. Heel, toe, transfer. Cat stance. But imagine I've got a low ceiling. It's a low ceiling, so you don't want to do that, otherwise bang, that's going to hurt. So it's a low ceiling, and you've got a tray of drinks, as well as a low ceiling, you've got a tray of drinks. So if you go up and down, the drinks are going to fly. So you want to, yeah, we do the tray of drinks, and then you'll go backwards. Toe, heel, come in, toe, heel. So it's toe, heel, toe, heel. Yeah, let's do it with the tray of drinks, just to give our arms something to do. So this was, I've forgotten the name of him. He was very, very good. He was a kickboxer as well as a Tai Chi guy, who from the Netherlands. Heel, toe. Actually, I'll do it along the diagonal. 2, 3, Don't spill the drinks and don't crack your head on the ceiling. 4, 5, and 6. Marvellous. Now we're going backwards. So backtrack 1. So remember, toe, heel, transfer, cat stance. Toe, heel, transfer, cat stance. Toe, heel, transfer. So when you transfer, sink, 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 and then the foot will come in. You don't have to actually pull your foot in, it does it itself. Marvellous. Okay. So that was the carrying the drinks. Carrying the drinks. Right, the next one, which we did this morning. So the drinks carrying one, actually, last time I did that was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I don't remember it now. I wish I remembered his name. Very, very good. He was with Laura Stone and Andrew Hackett. And the third one, oh well. So, walk like a cat. This is called stepping like a cat. And not when you're doing the zoomies. Don't feel just because we're, that you think, oh, I'm going to have to run really, really fast. Don't do that. We're doing the bit when they've got all that out of their system and they're just about to go on the very nice warm tile in the bathroom. So we go like this, and then you lift, and then you put the heel toe. So if that's too much, so you place your feet. 3, 4, and then we go backwards. So you lift up, toe heel, down. Lift up, toe heel. So be very deliberate where you place your feet, toe heel. And imagine a very elegant cat. I'll go a little bit further back. So down, raise, heel, toe. Hips level. We've still got a tray of drinks we don't want to disturb. We've still got a low ceiling we don't want to crack our heads on. 3, 4. Oh, let's do 2 more. 5, marvellous. 6. And then, so you sink your hips down. The hips sink down. I'll show you that from the side. 2, 3. Walking like a cat. Think very nimble and agile foot. 5, and one more time, 6. Fantastic, right. Any questions on the balance? I have covered all the balance exercises we did with her, but have a feel in your feet. How does that feel more solid? Amazing, isn't it? That was like 10 minutes. That was only about 10 minutes worth. And just feel already how much more secure and comfortable you feel in your feet. So, it was good, but we did a pretty much 20-25 minutes on just, right, now step like this, now do that, now do that. And I could really just, could feel my legs as I was driving to class. But I was like, yeah, this is good. And it's good. So then things like if you do your kicks, you've then got really good balance for kicking with, or you can do your slow kicks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do all that kind of stuff, and then it's just, yeah, that's it. And it's just all really useful for balance. You might have had something on your leg and you just shake it off without losing your balance. Okay, let's go through. We might not get to all of them. Did we do all of them last week?
We did, then we do like
We did teach a bit, did we?
yeah, we did manage it, but it's just falling back.
Let's do it. Right. Okay. Second 18. Yeah. Preparation. Here we go. So we breathe in. Breathe out. Ah, lovely. Oh, I can really feel my legs feel really happy now. 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. So yeah, the image we were working with earlier was like the cat, Missy the cat. She likes to go in the underheated bathroom tiles. She likes to go on those and sit in them all day long. One more time. Okay, and then circling the chi, you bring your hands together like that, we'll show you from the side. You breathe in, you breathe out. And we do 8 of these. 2, 3. So we'll just stick with the correct number of breaths this time and not do extras like we did last week. And then hopefully it won't be too late for the quiet. 5. So there's this, even though it's more hard work than the first of the Shibashi set, there's still this 7 and last one 8. There's still this feeling of inner calmness. So put them to bow and arrow stance. Breathe in, wind rocks the willows. So it's like and then you sink back, and then you turn. I'm keeping my feet flat on the floor actually for this version. There is a version where you do lift the heel and the toes, but we're 2. So we do 3 on the left and then 3 on the right. 3, that's the 3rd time. Now we're going to do 3 on the right. So you step back, you step forward, place your feet in the optimal position for a good balance. Okay, now you sink forward and we go 1, 2, and 3. Fantastic. Wind blows, wind rocks willows, and then we've got searching needle at the bottom of the sea. So you make this shape with your hands, this shape with your hands, and then we're going to cat stance to each corner. So you come up like that, like you're about to duel, and then you point to the corner, and we go down. We do that 3 times each side. So that's 1, that's 6 in total. 2, breathe out, breathe in. 3, it's like a circular thing, a circular shape going on. Circle and then down. 4. Nice and tall. So you're folding at the hip, and your hips are actually going back, and you're counterbalancing with your fingers. 6.
And you
Fantastic.
on the floor or just
No, you're in cat stance. You're in cat stance. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Very good. Okay.
more of a floor. You have to.
You do. Yeah. Fisherman cast the net. So go into a slightly wider stance. You don't have to go into that one. You can just go into that one. And then you have your palm forward, and you transfer the weight. You turn. And this is 6 times. 1, 2, 3. So it's like a funny cloud hands. It's like a funny version of cloud hands, or unusual cloud hands. 4. So imagine a big net sweeping across the sea. 5. Last time, 6. My favourite is the next move. Fairy points the way. We'll just do it. We can look at it in detail next week. So you have your sword digits. You go around, transfer the weight, put behind or next to. You can go to cat stance, and that's not quite as 2. So we do 3 each side. Second round. This one reminds me a bit of John Travolta. I'll show you why in a minute. Third round. And then if you have some disco music on and practicing at home, you can shake your head a bit as well. Excellent, right, that's enough of that. Urchin stretches his legs. This one, it says 28 times. I think let's do 10. Let's do 10 each. 28, that's good. Just to give you a little bit of this is quite involved. So you go like this, cat stance, then it goes knee up, swing out, swing back, back down, cat stance. Knee, 2, 3, 4. So you've got to keep your hips down when you're doing the swinging, because if your hip does that, you know, you'll have to send a postcard. So we won't do it too enthusiastically. Okay, 1, Because we've done a lot of leg work earlier, so 2. We'll get time off for good behaviour. 3. Urchin stretches his legs. 4. 5, halfway. 6, up, swing, up, back. Up, swing, up, back. Hips level. 7, up, swing, up, back. Chin tucked in, relax the shoulders. Up, swing, up, back. 8. Oh, we're on the home straight now. Up, swing, up, back. 9. And 10. Whoops. Ooh. So if we had done all those balance exercises earlier, we'd have done 14. Fairy crane salute. So you come up, bring your hands together as if you're about to do a big prayer or something, and then you bring your leg behind, and then you turn. Stay up. Yeah, and then you go 2. We do 8 of these. 3. Nice. Twist. Well, it's got a little twist in, so it does nice things to your spine. Yeah, if you don't get your leg behind, just do a cat stance. 5, 6. So I just do a cat stance, and that's good enough. 7. It's a good one for the hips because of the twisting. And 8. Okay, nice. So what I'm doing with that one, if I wanted to, you could do it like this, actually. That would be a progression. It's cool, isn't it? It reminds me. You find it easier? Yeah. Right. So try it without the leg in, try it with the leg in the air just for fun, my fun. So you can have, it's a descending prayer position, and then you. It's cool, isn't it? So right, enough of that. But it reminds me of I love watching movement. So I love watching different like folk dancing and the Kathak dancing from India. And I've seen them, I mean they do other things than that, but I definitely saw them do something like that, and then they were doing all this stuff and they've got the bells and they do these, oh it's just fantastic, it's brilliant, they're spinning around. So we're doing none of that, we're just doing that bit. So yeah. Yellow dragon explores palms. Now you like this one. So you got your £2 coins, you come up, you breathe in, and then you shoot your £2 coins splat like something. Or it might be a custard pie. Now this, if you wanted to custard pie someone, that's how you do it. 3. Oh, we do this 8 times. 4. So you don't have to do it with it. You can do it smoother as well. 5, 6, 7. How are we doing for 5? Oh gosh. 8. We might make it. Right, we might make it. We might make it. Draw the bow to shoot the arrow, and that is for each side. Now it's a slightly softer version. So those of you that have done the Budwan Jin, and those of you that have done other ones where you draw the bow to shoot the arrow. So you've still got the thing in the middle, but this time the palms are out and you transfer your weight. So it's 60-40. And you just think, so I've seen people like pictures of old Victorian actors doing the Shakespeare, you know, like that, you see. And then you come down, up, and we're all breathing. Very nice, that's it. Right. 4, fantastic. 5, sink the hips, that's nice. So draw the bow to shoot the arrow. 6, 7, and last one, 8. Fantastic, that's great. Okay, the next one is 2 dragons swim out to the sea. So you want to make your dragon head shape, which is like, if you like rock music, I think they do that one a lot, and they nod their heads like that. So if that helps. And then I've been told, and I don't really, I mean, I've been shown some rock music and heavy thrash metal, very dark stuff, and my friend who was teaching me cultural awareness, and it was very loud, yeah, very loud. And it was actually very similar to blues, actually, but very fast with a bit more swearing and shouting in it. But other than that, it's exactly the same. So anyway, we come up, we step, and when we swim out to the sea, and we're pointing, and it's quite dramatic. And how many do? We do, oh, is that all? 3 each side, that's rubbish. Okay, we do 3 each side. I'm disappointed. 2, so we just do 6 of these, even though it's a really cool move. You know, I'll just show from the diagonal. See, look at that. Great, and you come up, I'll just show from the diagonal. That's what we're doing, we're going forward for 4. And then we've got this bit in the middle, don't forget the bit in the middle. And then 5. And then we come up. And 6. It's a good workout for the legs, that one. So that was, now we've got pushing the waves. So we use the 180-degree turn. So we look that side and we look that side. So it's a side wall. We'll do that side wall first. So you bring your hands across, like you're striking something, bring your hands across, turn the foot in, similar to Phoenix, sink back, step into bow and arrow slant, push. And we only do 6 of these. That's it. That's it. Then we sit back and turn, push, 2. And you kind of walk along the room a little bit, and you do this 3, 4, pushing the waves, 5. Last one, very nice. It's much better than last week. 6. And then you come back to the middle. That's fantastic. Okay, then we've got lion plays with the ball. So what you do is you go into hold the ball position. And then you step to the diagonal. And then one hand rotates round, the other hand pushes. Now the pushy hand, that's the one that turns. So you turn, this is like the silk reading. Come back, hold your ball again, cat stance. Step to the diagonal heel, toe, lion plays with the ball. Is that 8 times? Yes, it is. You see, he does it 8 times. But the other one, the twin dragons, you only do 6 times, which I think I would like to have done that 8 times too. It's really good for the brain. You feel it's doing useful things for your brain. Okay, let's do one more each side because I've lost count. That's how good for the brain it is. I can't count anymore. And one more time. Confused, not pop yet. Really good for the brain. The next one, embrace the moon in the cup. So you get in a nice, and then you turn and you lift your heel up and you embrace the moon. So it's like you're framing the moon in the tiger mouth of your hand in a cup. Embrace the moon.
It's a bit like cow.
In a cup. It's kind of like cow gazes at the moon, but a bit more flowery. Embrace the moon in a cup. Now that's 8 times. 6. So that's a nice number for this. 7, embrace the moon in the cup, and 8. And then what you do is you do the phoenix unfurls its wings. So you go that side 1, and then you turn. 2, that's 8 times as well. 3. Wasn't it beautiful? Beautiful phoenix. 5. I love their phoenixes and dragons in Tai Chi. 6. Roosters as well. 7 and 8. Lovely. And then you come back. So 2 peaks pierce the ears. So this is another one where you step to the diagonal, and then you imagine a big tiger head between your ears, between your fists, and you can step in 2. Now that's 8 times as well.
Your back flat.
3, sorry.
Is your back flat or?
The back, yeah, the back's kind of like that. I just show you from the side. 4, 5, nice round shape in the arms, and then it comes down, you come in, 6, step out. So you want to place your feet, step, 7, nice solid connection through the feet. Last one, 8. Okay, and then we've got run the chi in the dantian. So you do 4 in one direction, 4 in the other. So you just like you're stirring a pot, stirring the Christmas pudding mix. 3, 4. Now we go 4 in the other direction. 1, 2, 3. How we do? Oh gosh. 4. And then breathe in. 1. So this is called press the palms to balance the breath. We did it. We got to the end. Fantastic. And we did all those extra balance exercises. So we do 8 of these. 6, 7, and 8. I just want to, so that's the end of that. What I'd like to do is that silk reading that I did this very morning, so you're not left out. So you get into your 4 stance, and you start here. What you do is you turn, and actually it goes slightly behind and opens that as if you're throwing a frisbee. Then you transfer the weight, then you turn, transfer the weight, turn like you're throwing a frisbee, transfer the weight. So the angle's slightly different from normal. I just thought, I've never done this one before. This is fascinating. Who needs friends? I did it in fact, it's very fresh because I even did it. That's why I was a bit late over here, because I was silk reading in the car park while the kids were on their lunch, children were on their lunch break. So, in Burwell. So hopefully we'll be able to have a little bit more time on that one, but I quite like feeling that stretch, and then it's like releasing the stretch. And the angles are just quite unusual angles at normal. Okay, try that the other side. So we just feel the stretch, release the stretch. One side always feels like easier than the other. It's just one of those things. 2. Keep breathing. 3. Fantastic. Isn't it lovely? Oh, I just feel like it's doing something really good for my shoulder. What was the other thing? She said, yeah, open the chest, and then when you're here, open the back. Open the chest, turn to open the back, transfer the weight, turn to open the chest, transfer the weight, turn to open the back. Brilliant. So yeah, sorry we didn't spend very long on that one, but that's brand new. Like, I've not done that one. So this is brand new, fresh from actually 12:10 in the car park. That's how fresh it is. So okay, let's so how are your feet feeling? Feel like more solid, isn't it? Yeah, amazing. Yeah, all right, we'll carry on with that, because it's, although they're a little bit character building to do, I like the walks. Yeah, the walking's good, the character building to do, it's worth it just because you then have feet that feel good for the rest of the day. You know, and it's worth it just for that. Okay. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Oh, nice. Nice and tall. So you're tuning into that very calm. So it's calm, but it's also very clear, like crystal clear. So like you've got a razor sharp mind, but relaxed. So that kind of thing we're trying to cultivate. One more time. And then let's look super young today. So we rub the hands together and polishing the face. Rub the hands together again. Give the lower back rub. Oh, isn't that lovely? You know, that's the best bit, isn't it? Next to the tea and biscuits, actually. But there you go. I'll be getting those a bit later. Okay, so here we go. 3 more times. So really solid in the body. One more time. That's great. Really good. Everyone's standing well. I think the balance stuff seems to help with the posture. And then nice and relaxed. Really feel the ground under the feet. Sink the hips. Softening the shoulders. Nice floating. The head floats. Hips sink. Calm the mind. Make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top feet together and back. Well done. Well done, Judy. Brilliant.
I don't know, I was